Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have got the second book of the Cassandra Clare book. This is the City of Ashes. The Shadowhunters is the Mortal Instrument series. So this was a definitely different book. It says on the back, haunted by her past, Clare is dragged deeper into New York City's terrifying underworld of demons and Shadowhunters. But can she control her feelings for a boy who can never be hers? Now, as it goes through the book, obviously you can see I've got my little tabs in. We're going to go through them like that. That's how I'm going to do it. Because some of these books are really confusing. Okay. So the first one is this little one here. It just says, for my father who is not evil. Well, maybe a little bit. So that got me just, I'm thinking, okay. So definitely as the story goes on, we all know that Valentine is evil because he's such an ass, pretty much. Then we get to basically the first chapter here, and it says Season in Hell. But it says, I believe I am hell, therefore I am, by Arthur Rinbard. So that was really interesting. It's like, I am hell. So from that kind of reminds me when I'm reading the book, because obviously it said from that, from the book we know that, it kind of sounded like from the book, which I say that Valentine is, that he wants to do something to her or something like that, and it's just really weird how it could come. At the front it looks like we have Claire in front as well, which is really cool. Anyway, so we have this section here, and it says on here, I got to find the bit. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's the bit. So they were talking about like these cuckoo birds, how they push other baby birds out and use them as what these other baby birds' parents feed this cuckoo bird until they get tired. And he was like, ignore Mr. Jason. She was like, did you just call me fat? And he was like, it's an apology. I was a little bit laughing at that. I couldn't believe that something like that caught in there. I did find it funny, but it was really interesting. No, this one next. Okay, so we go into the second chapter, and it obviously is the Gates of Hell. It says on the crate by Dante Inferno, and it says, before me things created were none, say things eternal and eternal I endure, all hope abandon ye who entered here. And I don't know why I like these kind of these things. They kind of like, obviously it's like kind of rhymes. I just kind of like it. I don't know why. I don't know how else to explain it, but I really do like it. We go for the story as well, how Clare still has feelings for Jace, even though they're brothers and sisters. They feel like they're still in love with each other, kind of. And they go to like the Queen of Fairies, there, the Queen Court, and she said that obviously they never lie. So what they do is she wants something to entertain her, so they told Jace to kiss Clare in front of Simon and Isabel. And something's going on with Simon. Yeah, we find out that something is actually going on with Simon throughout this book as well, which is very interesting. Okay, so next bit is this bit here. So with where Magnus is looking after Jace, and everyone's found there because of what's happened, and pretty much it's a where Jace is with Magnus, but where Jace is now like he's somewhat a boy who's scared of, kind of, because it is created. I can't say, but her name is Imogen, and basically she's threatening Jace that that she's done everything wrong. Like last how he was in prison. He's put them in there and to escape because Valentine took the sword and killed all the Silent Brothers. And then Clary, we find out, also can create new runes. that's how she creates the new Fearless rune, which I find very, very cool. And Jace can jump from buildings like anything with no fear as well, which is actually really cool, funny. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, let's go for the situation where they've got to just talk and everything, and then Magnus was like, "Oh, I like round tables. I'm not really a big fan of square tables. They don't really suit me," kind of situation. And he's like, "Oh, I can create a round table if you want," like that. And I was like, Magnus likes round tables. I thought it's interesting to know what they come as. Okay, so the next book is, obviously we find out as well as we're going through that Magnus, obviously Magnus is a little bit more in this book as well. They go through the situation because Magnus and Alec is actually going out. When Clare made the Fearless rune, she put it on Alec, and when his parents came to the house, he was about to tell them that he was going out with the Warlock of Brooklyn, Magnus, which was quite interesting. And this is how Simon described Magnus. He was like, "That's a freed a possible criminal by trading away your brother to a warlock who looks like a gay Sonic the Hedgehog and dresses like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang." I was like, okay, that's actually really funny, because you don't think that they would describe it as that person as that person. So that's quite interesting. So we go through on that then. Obviously, the Inzicrator, Imogen, basically traps Jace in a dimension where he cannot, if he touches the sides, he will get shocked. She's trying to tell Valentine to give her the mortal instruments for his son, but she was wrong. He would never do that. He didn't believe Jace, and then Jace jumped over it, and Alec helped him, even though he is the one who betrayed them, as well as that. And it goes to the book even more, where they have a fight with Valentine's. Hang on. So we get to this bit as well, where Jason's talking to Imogen, I believe it was, or something like that, and she was like, she didn't call you a criminal exactly. She was like, it was like, "No, I'm just a very naughty boy and I do all sorts of bad things. I kick kittens and I make rude gestures at nuns." I was like, oh. And Alec, this is what Jay said to Alec, and just reading that book is kind of interesting. I'm surprised how quickly I read this book. So there's definitely these books I can get into. I can do it if I put my mind to it. So, and then when we get close to the end, we find out that Simon is now a vampire. Mia is a werewolf who she got turned like Simon, and she hissed at him because obviously the church looked like a human. Ouch, my finger. And then she kind of gets used to him, and then at the end, when they're trying to find both of them, Mia tells Clary that Simon is dead, that Valentine's killed him, but not knowing that when Jace found him, he was still alive, and Jace actually offered his blood to the vampire of Simon. And Simon was like, I could have killed you. So it seems that Simon might become some kind of new vampire version of not killing other people. Maybe, we do not know. And I feel like, and then it gets to the end as well, that after the whole situation, Isabel was hurt, Imogen is created, and Malik is dead. Alec and Isabel's father got really badly hurt. It seems that Simon is moving and leaving somewhere, and it looks like Jace was as well, but I'm not sure if he was staying. And I guess we'll find out what's going to happen in the next City of Glass. And then we find out in the back of the prologue, we find out that there is a way that she can awaken her mother from her sleep, because I think it was, hang on, Oh yeah, Madeline, that's it. She's like, I know how to wake your mother up. Is her mother going to be awake in the next book? We'll get to find out. And thank you guys for watching this. I know it's not really much as a review to me, but to me it felt like it was. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.